Okay. So for you guys that haven't really been on the team call before, try to like keep it around a half an hour. It depends on if there's questions or anything like that, or what kind of topics we get into. And sometimes it goes a little bit longer, sometimes shorter. It all depends. But basically, the idea of the team call is to kind of get us together. This is your time here to ask any questions that you may have on coaching, or anything like that. We're here to basically help you with your business in any way that we possibly can. But unfortunately, we can't read your minds either. So you need to ask the questions in order to get the answers to the questions. So this is an opportunity for you to be able to do that. I do try to talk about some kind of a topic, every call, unless there's just a plethora of questions and we run out of time. Then I don't do that. But that's pretty much how the team call works. So it's just a way to get us together so we can, actually see some faces instead of just, talking to each other through Facebook Messenger and fun things like that. So this is what we look like in real life, and this is what we sound like. Okay? So Happy New Year, everybody. To kind of start this off. So the new year is great. It's kind of like a fresh starting point. I hope everybody has, some of their goals together, at least mid-year goals, so you kind of know what you're shooting for in the year. If you don't, or you have questions on kind of like what a good goal might be for you, feel free to talk to, I'm always available, or if you feel more comfortable talking to your upline coach, your coach who brought you into the business, that's perfectly okay too. We've been around for a bit, so I'm sure we can give you some good pointers on what we think might be some good goals that you might want to hit. And it's all definitely based around what you want to do. What are you looking to get out of coaching? What are you looking to do? What would really help you in your life? And then we can kind of, mold those goals around whatever that might be. So if you don't have any goals, like I said, it's definitely important to have them, because it's going to be something that will basically drive your business this year. Okay. So if you don't have any goals, it's really hard to gauge how good you are doing with your business, right? So that's the whole reason that we want to have those. Other than that, the one thing that I did see, the surge was today. So for those who weren't able to get on that, I'm sure it's going to be recorded, but it's basically like Carl Deichler is the CEO of Beachbody. It's kind of him like trying to get us off to a good start for the year, getting us fired up and whatnot. He also announced that the Success Club trip for next year is going to be Punta Cana. So, there's supposed to be 2 trips. So I didn't get to watch the surge today, or I didn't get to like get on the surge. I shouldn't say watch, but I didn't get to like listen to it either. So I don't know how many like details they gave away. Apparently there's like an FAQ, but when I clicked on it, it like went nowhere. So, they might be like populating that right now. So there might be more info on that. Definitely should be more info on it, at least at Super Saturday, which is bringing me to my next topic. I hope you guys are going to, a Super Saturday that's local to you, or a Super Sunday, or a Friday. There's different events. If you don't know where to find those based on where you're at, just let one of us know and we can kind of guide you there. There's a nice like interactive map that kind of lays out all the different locations for where these different events are taking place. You should definitely get to one. It's kind of cool like this, but you get to actually see people in real life. So it's even cooler. It's just a good opportunity to get together. We get videos and like PowerPoint presentation from corporate. So like I said, we'll kind of talk about, there'll probably be something on there about Hammer and Chisel. We'll talk about the Challenge Pack deals for this month. They'll talk about the Success Club trip. I'm sure they'll talk about how the Success Club points are going to work, as far as like how much you can earn towards the trip. So how much it's going to cost you out of pocket versus how much you can earn. They'll also probably talk about the Team Cup. So I already saw kind of like a little, I don't know, maybe info or like a little sneak peek that the Team Cup is, I think, going to be in February, which basically means we're going to start signing up for Team Cup teams like this month. So towards the end of this month, you should be getting a team together. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Team Cup, look at all this info. See how it flows together? I'm really good at this. So the Team Cup is like, it's kind of like Beachbody's way of getting coaches together and like working together, right? So we can get together as a big team and we can do things. The Cup is kind of like a little competition to get you working closely with some of your coaches. So it's usually like a team of 4 coaches. You can only have one lifetime diamond coach or higher on your team. Lifetime, what I mean by lifetime diamond is if you ever were a diamond or higher at some point, whether or not your rank's gone down since then, you're still considered a lifetime diamond coach. So you can only have one per team and then 3 other coaches. And then basically what you do is you're like in competition with other teams of 4 coaches, and you're just trying to get as many Success Club points as you can get, right? So what they take into consideration is your personal Success Club points and then your team's total Success Club points. And then based on what those numbers are, you can qualify for different prizes. So they have like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and then they have like top 10 basically. So, the prizes are something cool usually, and once you hit if you hit tier 2, you get tier 2 and tier 1 prizes. Okay. So you kind of get all the way down the ladder, but it's usually something like some kind of like a wear and share. I wouldn't be surprised if they had something for like hammer and chisel, even like hardcore, something like that to kind of kick it off. Cause I think hardcore is launching in February too. And I think they're going to kind of do the cup around that whole thing. So that's what the team cup is. It's just a way to try to get coaches together, like collaborating on ideas, pushing each other, motivating each other, like working as a team to help each other really drive your business. I mean, being on a team, there's no reason you shouldn't be on one, because it doesn't hurt you in any way to be on a team, right? So if anything, all it can do is help your business go forward, because if you're, actively competing and you're pushing each other in your team and you're getting Success Club points and everybody else is, what does that mean exactly? Well, that means that your business is moving forward. You're earning more money in your business, et cetera, et cetera. So not only is it fun and you get to get together with other coaches and collaborate and share ideas, what's working, what's not, you're also building your business at the same time and hopefully earning some cool prizes along the way. So that's what the Team Cup is. So that's kind of coming up too. So they'll probably talk about that on Super Saturday as well. So I'm kind of giving you a preview into what this weekend's going to kind of be about a little bit. So those are some things right off the bat. Other than that, the only other thing kind of topic would be like the new Shakeology flavor, Cafe Latte, is coming out on the 11th. So that'll be out next Monday. So you should be able to change your shake flavors over and get on that Cafe Latte if that's your thing. So just another thing, another, Shakeology flavor that you can promote. And I know some of the coffee lovers are probably going to like it a little bit. So there you go. So now we have all of that out there for you. A lot of information, a lot of stuff coming up, but that's usually how it is in the beginning of the year. Also remember that January usually has something like around that Success Club trip idea. So remember I was talking about how the Success Club points basically equal money towards the trip. January always typically is, and I'm guessing they probably covered this on the Surge. I would be surprised if it wasn't the same. It's always typically like a double dollar type of month. So basically what that means is like say every Success Club point you got was worth $5. And then usually what happens is once you get to 5 points, like you made it in the Success Club 5, every point becomes $10 instead, right? So you had 2 points, that would be $10. But now when you made it to 5, now instead of them being worth $5, now they're worth 10. So now you got $50. Well, what they do in January usually is they just double everything. So now on top of that, if you got Success Club 5, instead of just getting $50, now you got 100. So it really is important if you are thinking about going on the trip, which I hope all of you are, because it's a really awesome motivator as well for you for the whole year, is that you're going to get double the amount of money. So I can tell you, like last year, for example, you could earn up to $1,000 basically in Success Club points for the cruise that we're going on this year. I think I made $500 of that in January just because it was double money. So, I got like 25 Success Club points. Instead of only getting $250, I had 500. So, you're already halfway there. It's a good thing to build off of for the rest of the year. It's really, makes you feel better. Oh, I only need to make $500 more. Okay. So, just something to think about in January, especially is, the more Success Club points you get, the more it's going to benefit you for the trip as well. Cool. Everybody good? I've been talking a lot. Somebody else want to talk? No? You guys are good? What else? What else we got? We have Coach Basics group running. So that started on the 1st. If you are a newer coach or haven't been through Coach Basics or are not an Emerald coach, it's definitely a group I'd like you to participate in. The goal in that group, of course, is to help you, learn about the basics of coaching. What do we think you need to know as a new coach? What's important? What kind of activities should you be doing on a daily basis to help you grow your business? So the outcome of that group is, at the end, hopefully you're in Success Club 5, and hopefully you're an Emerald coach. Okay, that's the way that it works out, and that's what we really gear that group to help you do. All right, so it's kind of like a jump start to your business. So it's, what are we at? What do you think? 37 days? Is that how long it is? It's some weird number like that. It's like 37 days long. Okay, so if you haven't had the pleasure of going through the basics group, it's basically like a fun video with me. You get to see me every day. Congratulations. And I just talk about a different topic. I try to keep the video short. Sometimes I get a little passionate about what I'm talking about and it goes a little bit longer. Sorry about that. Okay. Then there's usually like a quote of the day that we put in there. Those are cool. It's just something. Yeah, I see your face. It's something to kind of just get you thinking. It usually ties in with whatever the topic is, but it's also a good share thing too, for you guys that are into like motivation type stuff. We do like little picture quotes. So you can take that picture and just share it right to Facebook, Maybe some people will engage in some discussion about it with you. So we have that too. And then there's also like another post after the video, because sometimes I say like, there's some videos or some links that kind of go along with what I talked about in the video that you might want to reference or look at too. So it's not meant to be like anything too crazy. I would really hope that I have little activities that I talk about after the videos too. Those activities should literally take you like no longer than like 10 minutes to do, okay? So I'm not talking like you have like hours of homework to complete every day, okay? It's not anything like that. It's just something to get you in the habit of doing daily things, okay? And that's really what you need to do when we're talking about, being consistent in your business, okay? That's the way to help it move forward. Be consistent in what you do every day, and here's the types of things you should be doing, okay? So that's really what that's designed to do. So if you're not in it, or you have coaches who aren't in it, let me know or let Melissa know, and we'll get you added to the group, and you can just add your coaches right into it. And that's pretty much how it works. So think about that going forward. We're running those groups every month this year. They'll always start on the 1st. So as you get new coaches over the course of the month, don't feel like you have to add them backwards, like especially if you add them really late in the month. If you're adding like the 10th or later, I would say there's really no point to try to add them into this, because there's so much info to catch up on and I don't want them to be overwhelmed. But what you can do is give them the promise that on the first day of the next month, so in February, for example, that you're going to be putting them into this group that's going to teach them all about coaching. Okay. In the meantime, sure, give them some little tips and tricks. Talk to them, give them some info, whatever you want to do, but just let them know that that group's going to be available to them and that you are putting them into that group. Okay. So that's another thing for you. The coach sneak peeks as well. For those of you that haven't been involved in one of those, we plan on doing those every month as well. I don't know if I think I have the dates, but I'll have to get back to you guys on the dates for January. It's usually around the middle of the month. Same idea. It's a little 3-day sneak peek group. Okay. So this is for like coaching prospects, basically. The idea behind this group was to kind of take some pressure off of you guys. I know people aren't always comfortable like talking about the coaching opportunity and kind of like what's involved with it. What are the perks? How does it work? How do you sign up? All this kind of fun stuff. So we wanted to create a little 3-day sneak peek group into coaching and what it's all about. So we talk about Beachbody as a company. We talk about how the coaching network's grown. We talk about how you sign up. We talk about how you earn money, all this type of stuff, what we do on a daily basis, all this kind of fun stuff. So we do that for you. So that'll be every month as well. We'll have one of those. So if you have people, once again, feel free to let us know. We'll add you. You can add your prospects into that group, and then it will just run. The idea of us adding you into the group to add your people is for the simple fact that you have to keep your people accountable to the group, okay? We're not going to do that for you. We did everything else. So basically, all you need to do is make sure that when that video comes up or when some kind of info comes up, tag your people in those posts so they know that they're there. Not everybody's watching Facebook all the time, but as soon as they log in, they're going to see like, oh, I was tagged here or I was tagged here, and they're going to go and they can see the info. The idea on the group too, remember, it's not like something that, oh, you have to be available at 8 o'clock on Monday to get this info. We just post info throughout the day. Okay, there's no like, I don't even really think we have like a set schedule really. It's like there's a post at 9 a.m. There's another one around noon. There's one at like 3. So, I mean, they could technically get on at the end of the day and see all the posts. It's not important that they're like hawking this sneak peek page, like waiting for the next post in anticipation. The idea was to make it really laid back. People have all different kinds of schedules, so we wanted to just get info out to them. They can kind of review it on their own time and then ask questions as they have them. The group's wide open. They can ask questions and we'll get on there and answer them, basically. These are all the tools that are available to you guys. Please use them. You don't have to do anything. This is stuff that we wanted to put together for you guys to make your lives easier. Okay, so feel free to use these tools. And if there's something that we don't have that you would like to see, let us know, because we'll make videos. We'll do whatever it is that you think would be like, oh, this would be a beneficial video. I would like to see something on this. If there is something, let one of us know, and we'll do our best to make it happen. I'll say that. Okay? So we're here to help, but you have to let us know how to help you, or we can't do it. So these are just some things that we thought would be useful for you guys. So we wanted to take the time to put them together. So we did put a lot of time into them. So, use them. And also give feedback. If you just want to just be in the Coach Basics group to check out the info, we'll add you. Feel free to watch the videos. If you're like, Gavin, that video kind of sucked. That's cool. Let me know. I'll make a new one. Okay? It doesn't really matter to me. I'll make a different one. Or if I didn't cover a topic that you think would be helpful in a particular video, let me know. I'll make a new one. Okay? I don't really care. I like some feedback. So as long as I'm getting some feedback, I can do things. I think that's it, right? As far as things that we have kind of going on and things like that. Yeah, anything else though that you guys think would be useful, let us know for sure. I'm going to try to do some more videos this year, just like, general videos as they kind of like come up in my head. So you might see some, videos pop up on there. I really want to get I want to get that team page really active again. I want to get people posting in there. So remember, it's Team Tenacious, our team page, and Team Panacea. Those are great resource tools for you guys to use when you have questions in particular. I mean, if you can't get a hold of one of us and you have a question, post to those pages and let some of the coaches help you answer those questions. That's why they're there. They're resource tools, so feel free to use them. If something's working for you, share it to the team page. Let the team know. Maybe that would help them out too. Okay, it's all about sharing, collaborating, and kind of helping everybody move forward in their businesses.
That whatchamacallit, the Success Club trip, when they do open that up, it sells out pretty fast, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So if it's something that you're interested in, be ready and watching, because it'll go like that. And I think there's 2. Is there 2 trips?
Yeah, they're doing 2 this year. So, I mean, that's going to be more beneficial, but very much like Melissa said, I mean, there's always like a wait list, and you don't want to be on the wait list, okay, because you never know if you're going to even make the trip. I forget, do you even know how long the wait list was for the cruise?
I'm like 10,000 something.
Right. So, I mean, like the chances of getting on that,
yeah.
I'm not going to say it's like not going to happen, but it's like.
And I have like 700 like cruise dollars.
Yeah. And see, that's the part that sucks. This is why I'm saying, I mean, it's so important. Like, if you get into it, it's going to drive you, right? Because it's like, well, now I'm signed up. So now I got to get those Success Club points so I can earn the money. Because I don't want to pay $1,000 for this trip to go on it, right? I want it to be free. I want to pay $0. So I'm going to get my Success Club points to earn for the trip. You don't want to be the person that, like, decides 6 months later, like, yeah, I'm really killing it in my business. I want to go on that Success Club trip, because then you're going to be on the wait list, and then you're going to be like number 50,000, and you're not going to go. And then at the end of the year, you're going to be like, man, I made $900 this year for that Success Club trip that I'm not going on. And they're not going to write you a check for that $900, unfortunately. It just disappears. This is gone. So, get something for all the work that you're doing. Okay, that's the idea of the trip. Okay, so get in there, sign up for it, and use it as a driver for your business for this year. Works. What else? Anything? Any questions, comments, concerns? I don't really have anything else. I just kind of wanted to cover different things that are popping up, at least in this call. Next week when we talk, I'll probably have some kind of topic that I'll talk about. If there's something in particular, a topic that would benefit you guys, please feel free to share that, and we can talk about that topic too. So,
show of hands, how many of you on here are going to try and come to our Super Saturday or Super Sunday this Sunday? Anyone? Jen, are you?
And I forgot. Wisconsin?
Yeah, it's in Racine. Mount Pleasant.
That's how far that is from me.
It probably takes about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. You would take 43 probably over coming that way.
Not bad. I'll have to talk to Lynn and see if maybe she wants to.
Yes. Yes. That would be a good idea. We're going to do a workout, hopefully, maybe, hopefully. Yeah, but Gavin's got some stuff planned for us, and bring, if you have any guests that want to come, they're free. But make sure if you're going to come, you have to sign up on that link that's provided.
Yeah, that'll be beneficial. I mean, you don't have to sign up on that, but it's good to know like how many people are coming, so we can kind of get like a head count of sorts. Very important thing that Melissa just touched on. I didn't say anything about that, but Super Saturdays are also very important prospect events. So if you got some people that are like, you know, they don't know what this coaching thing is all about, but they want to learn some more. Super Saturdays are great events to bring them to, because it's like Beachbody explosion basically, right? So you're surrounded by coaches, you're surrounded by this energy flow of all these people like that are super excited, super pumped. It's the new year. You know, Carl's talking about his stuff. They're learning about trips, all this kind of fun stuff. And that's exactly what they want to hear about, right? I mean, I think that's cool. They think that's cool. So it's a great event to bring prospects to really get them, kind of give them more information on what coaching is and kind of some of the things that they could expect, even as far as Beachbody as a business is concerned, right? Because they're going to talk about possibly hardcore. Some of the videos that are coming out, they're not even out yet. So they'll get kind of like a sneak peek look into some of the stuff that even Beachbody is doing this year too. So good events for prospects too. So and prospects are always free to bring to Super Saturday events. Sometimes it's like $5 because we got to like cover the cost of the venue that we're having it at. So coaches always pay, but prospects are always free. So keep that in mind too.
And coaches can write it off.
Yeah.
Yes, money and food included.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Use your business. Just write that off. Check.
Sweet.
So, yeah, we're right about the 30-minute mark. So, not saying that you can't ask questions if you have them. This is going to be your last opportunity to ask questions if you have them about anything.
I have being pregnant. Like she ordered Shakeology, then she was pregnant, and now she can't drink. Well, I thought it was fine, but with your doctor. But what's your experience on that?
Oh man, this topic I think comes up so much. And as far as you're concerned, this is the big thing. So for you to stay safe, it's always consult your doctor all the time, because you don't want to take responsibility for anything. And that's the safest way you can go. And I'll tell you across the board, doctors are all different. You know, some doctors are like, yeah, that's great. Other doctors are like, whoa. So it's really hard to say. I mean, you could talk to probably hundreds of coaches, you know, female coaches who have had babies and drank Shakeology the entire time they were doing it. But to keep yourself safe, I would never say like, yeah, it's 100% fine. You know, I would never say that, and I wouldn't want you to say that to put yourself in a position. But that's kind of how I always say to handle that situation.
But cool.
Anything else?
That's definitely what I would have said. And there's been a lot of people that have asked about nursing as well. And again, it's
That'll
always,
be the next one, yeah.
yeah, just refer them to their doctor first. I mean, it's been done plenty of times, and I have never heard a bad story, but never, I would never say, oh yeah, like Gavin just said, but I've heard plenty and plenty of stories of people just recently too. So
Yeah. And I think a lot of those questions too, remember guys, definitely utilize the Coach Online Office, the FAQ. There's a ton of information back there, especially even on things like this topic in particular. When topics come up over and over again, they make an FAQ about it. So I mean, there's info back there too on what Beachbody, their kind of stance on different topics as well. So feel free to use that and use that to your advantage. Oh boy.
Dog, Melissa.
The tongue is out of control.
That dog.
Oh, man. All right. That's all I have for you guys. So thanks for tuning in to the team call. It'll be at the same time next week, 8 o'clock Central Time. So you can jump on. Please jump on. If not, we'll try to record it. I'll try to get better about that this year. I kind of slacked at the end of the year recording. So we'll get better at that this year. So if you can't get on, hopefully at least there'll be a recording that you can watch. So thanks a lot, and I will see you guys later.
thanks, Gavin.
Sure.
Bye, guys.